Senator Risch.
Ms. Nuland, I don't want to dwell on the Benghazi question, but the Benghazi question's there, and it hasn't been answered. And I've got some questions maybe you can help me with. The administration is focused on this hiding behind the curtain of, oh, well, we're doing an investigation. And they've done that since day one on this. And when we get briefed on stuff, this is the only situation in my experience here that they've done this. Senator McCain and I sat in a briefing, what was it, a week after or 10 days after? We had the Secretary of State, the head of the CIA, the number 2 in the FBI, and we asked them who did this, because that was the question. American people want to know who did this. Was this a protest gone bad, or was this indeed a terrorist attack, which of course we all know it was. These people told us they didn't know. Now we're 10 days out, and they're telling us that they don't know. Since then, we've run into a number of people who've said that they advised both the State Department and virtually every agency of government that it was indeed a terrorist attack, and they told them that in real time. When was the first time that you were advised that this was a terrorist attack?
Senator, I don't recall the precise date that we moved to being confident that it was a terrorist attack, but I do recall that the President made reference in that first week to a terrorist attack, and I believe that Secretary Clinton did as well on the Friday. So my talking points would obviously have derived from what they were ready to say and what the intelligence indicated.
Well, of course, Susan Rice was on TV telling people that indeed they didn't know whether it was a terrorist attack. You're aware of that, are you not?
I'm aware of those programs, yes.
Okay. What other information did you have that this was a terrorist attack, and when did you get it within the first 48 hours?
Senator, I just need to remind that I was not in a policy job. I was in a communications job at that time, so I was frankly not reading intelligence reporting because it was difficult to keep one brain for the public and one brain privately. So I was the conveyor of agreed policy and agreed decision-making about what we could say publicly. So I really, I think it was quite clear when the President made his first reference to terror that this is what we were dealing with. But I never took an intelligence briefing myself that week.
Since then, have you gone back and looked at that intelligence information you had access to?
Sir, it was not something that I was privy to because I didn't need it in the jobs I was in.
Did you help in choosing Susan Rice to speak on the Sunday talk shows?
No, sir.
Did you brief her at all?
No, sir.
You had no conversations with her from the time of the attack until she appeared on the Sunday talk shows?
I had no conversations with Susan Rice herself. We had interagency discussion, which her staff participated in on the days that I briefed, which was the Wednesday, the Thursday, the Friday. I never spoke to her. I frankly never saw the talking points that were prepared for her in final form. As I said, when I saw the talking points, they were for members of the House Intelligence Committee.